And it is indeed Sunday Wine Cellar Live, May 5th.
Yes.
Remember, that was not Mexican independence from France. That was just a particular battle in the 1847.
Something like that. And
Yeah,
they
like
won, and it was awesome, and yeah.
yeah, not the same thing, folks.
Yeah.
Not Mexico Independence Day. All right, and then people say the goofiest shit. It's the Mexican 4th of July. Nah, nigga, that would be the 4th of July. Or Julio Cuatro. Or nigga, like,
Julio Cuatro.
right? Don't say goofy things to me. Say things that make sense. All right. I do white on white crime and cis identity extremists and Becky Lives Matter.
Yes.
I get more than enough nonsense.
Right.
All right. The nonsense
Yes.
is covered. From there,
This girl is still in my mentions.
well, I heard what you had to say about that, but we didn't do it yet.
In Father Teresa's Wine Cellar, we believe all oppression is intersectional. And this means our analysis of current events frequently includes discussion of difficult and explicit content. Any combination of the following topics could be included in our show: murder, rape, war, climate change, racism, sexism, violence, sexual violence, homophobic violence, heterocentrism, discrimination and abuse against individuals of nonconformist sexuality, domestic violence, child abuse, child rape, child neglect, elderly abuse, verbal abuse, police brutality, microaggressions, ableism, cyberbullying, genital mutilation, ideological extremism, and people just being total fucking assholes.
Alright, so this isn't even a news story. I just have to talk about this person who was in my mentions because it's pissing me smooth the fuck off. Alright, so apparently some guy who's allegedly a dom in the BDSM community and makes videos made a video where basically a white girl, I'm being told it was staged, I'm not necessarily convinced, but anyway, like some white girl was like pretending to be like trashed out of her fucking mind, and he captioned it something like, "When a hoe gives you trash head," and she was like drunk and stumbling, and he pushed her off a roof, right? And so a bunch of people are now, because I was like, this is trash. A bunch of people are now in my mentions defending this, saying, but it's funny, and it was just a joke, and it's not fucking funny, and it's not a fucking joke. And someone named Kara Jones will not get the fuck up out my mentions talking about it was funny, and she made a whole tweet like, "I wish my boyfriend would push me off a roof." She literally fucking said that. I'd want my boyfriend to do the same to me if I was shit at sucking dick. There is always something that crosses the line in the kink community and always someone they want to cancel. He pushed her off a roof. What the fuck? So yeah, some woman who thinks that she deserves to be pushed off a roof if she doesn't give a blowjob accordingly, is in my mentions, and it's actually just kind of pissing me off. So anyways, I was distracted. I am sorry. Now, into real news. Mostly because we did the trigger warning already. Oh, no.
Oh, what happened?
It was starting to give me that, you've reached your free limit of articles. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
However, I deleted my cache and got to start over again. So, Broward County Jail.
Cachet.
What are we, fucking French now, nigga?
It's cachet.
Are we fucking French now?
It's Porsche.
It's bourgeoisie.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's also French. No, so we actually did a story, like a week or two ago about a mentally ill individual who cut off his penis.
Yes.
While in solitary confinement in Broward County Jail, right?
Yes.
And just talking about, like, the general abuses, and right, and then, like, the article also mentioned, like, some nigga had starved himself to death, lost, like, 100 pounds in solitary confinement because he refused to eat, because they wouldn't give him his medications and whatnot, right? So now, let's keep it gender equal. Gender equality is amazing. A mentally ill woman gave birth alone in an isolated jail cell in Broward County Jail. The fuck is happening in Broward County?
Capitalism.
So a jailed this is off, by the way, off the Miami Herald. Clear your cache if you're out of free articles. A jailed and pregnant mentally ill woman was forced to deliver her child alone in an isolation cell last month as correction officers ignored her cries for help, according to Broward County's public defender. In a letter to the Broward Sheriff Gregory Toney, I low-key hate when people have two first names as their name. Gregory, Toney. Those are two first names. All right. So the public defender, Howard Finkelstein.
Why is that? I don't know why that's funny. Finkelstein.
Because it's a very Jewish name, and there's just a lot of Jewish people who are very leftist, because a lot of Jewish religious shit and secularism is just inherently leftist. So yeah, I'm always amused by that. So public defender Howard Finkelstein wrote that the North Broward Bureau. Oh, wow.
North Broward Bureau.
Let me try that sentence again. North Broward Bureau jail inmate Tammy Jackson began complaining to staffers of contractions at 3:16 a.m. and by 10 a.m. she was lying in a cell holding her newborn daughter. She was forced to deliver her baby alone, Finkelstein wrote in a 2-page letter that also demanded a review of detention policies. The Broward Sheriff's Office said it learned of the incident 2 days later. 2 days later, they learned about what had happened. Fuckers. And immediately launched an internal affairs investigation. The fuck was it you said? White people love investigating shit?
Yeah, they're gonna investigate what they fucking know. They know what happened. Had the baby alone. 2 days, no one knew. No formula, no diapers. Just hopefully, lactation milk?
Yes.
Hopefully some of that going on.
Also, I don't know if anyone who's listening has had a baby, but man, that first 2-3 days of baby shits is a situation. Like it's not even just no diapers. It's like the initially when newborns are born, like their shit is horrible. It's sticky and it's black.
Sticky.
It's sticky. Yeah, it's sticky because they're still like getting used to breastfeeding or formula feeding, as opposed to how they were getting nutrition in vitro. So it's like it's really horrible shit. Literally, it's
new
fucking
things
horrible.
to know. Okay,
Yeah.
folks, newborn baby shit is sticky.
It is. Like the first week, it's fucking horrible. So yeah, not just like the no diapers thing, but like newborn baby shit too. Woo! All right. So in an email, spokeswoman Gina Carter said a WellPath medical team including a physician and 2 nurses attended the mother and child. But 2 days after the baby was born, so what the fuck? Child Protective Investigations section was notified and the baby was placed with an appropriate caregiver. There's nothing quite like being forced to deliver your own baby alone in a jail cell and then having them snatch your baby away from you and give it to someone else. Amazing. This country is fucking amazing. According to Finkelstein, jail and medical personnel knew Jackson was full-term and near giving birth when she was booked on March 27th. The staffers at the jail, described by BSO's website as a, quote, minimum to medium security facility, special needs detention facility, were aware of her mental illness. Okay, so they knew and they just left her. All right. Finkelstein said 2 weeks later, just after 3 a.m., she began complaining of contractions and asked for help. Yet, according to Finkelstein, instead of transporting her to a hospital, staff tried reaching an on-call physician. At 7:22 that morning, the doctor said he was on his way. Then at 9 a.m., an hour before she gave birth, the woman was still bleeding and alone. It took this nigga a whole ass over an hour to get to the job? Damn. Jackson remains in the custody of the Broward Sheriff's Office, but is currently in the hospital recovering. Yeah, she probably does need a lot of time to recover after, being forced to give birth to your own child in a fucking isolation cell. Jesus. Woo. Just imagine going through the trauma of delivering a baby, screaming for help. People are within earshot, and no one comes to your aid from 4 a.m. until 10 a.m., all the while knowing people are in earshot. That's like a whole shift, right?
Yeah.
4 a.m. to 10 a.m.? That's a fucking work shift.
Yeah, wait, 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's 6 hours.
That's
it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the I'm open borders with the cats. I left the
Open
door open.
So Jackson, who is 34, was arrested in late March. According to records from the Broward County Clerk of Court, she'd been arrested in January on cocaine possession charges and released, but failed to report for pretrial services, so a warrant was issued for her arrest. Nigga, I fucking hate capitalism.
Why?
She was also charged with sleeping on a public street.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You don't sleep on public streets, you publicize on them. Yeah, it's a veritable publication of sorts.
And now I wish I had the quote pulled up so I could, do the very specific direct quote, but it was something like, the law in all its majesty denies both the poor man and the rich man from being able to sleep under a bridge. Yeah.
I bet the rich man could do it. Because people will walk up and be like, I'm going to take a selfie with the rich man. Bridgegate.
Yo, did you see that Canada shit where, like, they cleared out some tent, like a tent city of homeless people and then put up, like, fucking, they look like those, like, big, like, balloon bubble things that you can just, like, roll around in. And, like, rich people were sitting in them having, like, catered dinners.
Wait, I think I saw it and I didn't click it. I think I think I just had enough shit that day.
Yeah, that was what the fuck, man.
Okay, and Britton Loco dancing it back to what you were saying about the person on Twitter. Britton Gadsden said that shit wasn't funny. The BDSM.
Oh
person.
Yeah, that was fucking horrible.
Yeah, he said that shit wasn't funny, and I have a pretty dark sense of humor.
Yeah, it wasn't funny at all.
Yeah, and that's the Facebook chat space. The Facebook Live is going right now. The link is shared to the Twitter. The live telephone number is up. I have the board right in front of me, 347-857-3937. And yeah, the web post from winecellarmedia.com, fixed and restored. Yes. I had to sit up with fucking tech support for a while. And so now the winecellarmedia.com web post is up. And remember, we also have the internal recording. This is a low definition live, high definition archive. Right. All right. Always happening.
Yeah. I just retweeted because I, should probably fucking retweet it.
Britton Loco said it's not an event. It's a restaurant.
Yeah, it's a restaurant. It's like but it's like outdoors. Like, it's not a building. Like, they just sit in these fucking bubbles. Yeah.
I wonder are they soundproof?
I don't know.
Like, are they blocking out even being able to hear the pores?
And that is the next step of capitalism right there. But like that, because that was the thing. Like, cleared out a fucking tent city, and it's just fucking, I don't know, rich people eating caviar inside of a plastic bubble. Like,
It's what feudalism always wanted.
Feudalism with modern technology, and this is what we have. All right, let me see. Where am I?
Where is you be?
Where is I be? Alabama!
Fuck. Why?
Which means it's going to be bad news. The Alabama House has overwhelmingly passed a bill that would make having an abortion a felony.
All right. Yeah, but you can't kill a fetus.
You can't kill a fetus, but you can't kill black people.
But not a black fetus.
Not a black fetus. Because if you kill a black fetus, that means it's in you, which means you're also black, which means you are denying a white person the opportunity to kill your black offspring. And they don't like that.
And to my understanding, like, black babies are not really born with all their melanin flush. So that's like almost a white baby when you're killing it. You can't kill white babies. You have to see. We don't know if it's really black yet.
You don't know.
Yeah, see?
You have to look at the hair.
You gotta
look at the back of that. The back. The back hairline.
Oh, nappy-headed dead babies. I want someone to take that out of context.
There are so many things that people could take out of context from this show. So, Alabama lawmakers have nearly unanimously voted to pass a near total abortion ban with no exceptions for survivors of rape and incest. Because you should be forced to be raped and give birth to your rapist child and then share custody with them, because that's America. On Monday, Alabama's House of Representatives voted 74-3 to pass the draconian, this is on the cut, by the way, the draconian Human Life Protection Act, which would make performing abortions at any point during a woman's pregnancy a felony in nearly any circumstance. The legislation simply criminalizes abortion, said Alabama Representative Terry Collins, who, damn.
Yeah?
So you know how, like, they'll quote someone, but it's usually, like, the opposition to the bill?
Yeah.
This is the person who proposed the bill. It simply criminalizes abortions, said Terry Collins. Terry Collins, you're a fucking asshole. I have no idea what your gender is, but you're a fucking asshole. In its current form, the legislation only allows one exception in cases where refusing medical intervention would pose a serious health risk to the unborn child's mother, which Democrats attempted to amend. On Monday, they fought to add an exception in cases of rape and incest, which was blocked by Republicans, causing 28 of the state's 105 representatives to walk out and protest ahead of the vote. And now the bill moves to the state Senate, where it's expected to pass. So, yeah, it's awesome that we, like, no longer have abortions. So basically we're going to be like, which is hilariously ironic, I guess, Latin America, right? Where they talk about, oh, the fucking... You know, these Spanish-speaking brown people are savages and whatnot, and yet they lock women up for having miscarriages. I think we're on the same route, yeah?
Yeah, aren't they Catholic?
They are Catholic.
Yeah, see, Catholics are more gangster.
Honestly, they are.
Yeah, I mean, Protestants don't have a Vatican.
They don't have a Vatican. They didn't have an Inquisition. They didn't have a Crusades. Like,
they don't have a Pope or nothing. See, they're too libertarian about shit. Like, establish a hierarchy.
Because you know what? No, honestly, like, that's legit, though, because Catholics have a very specific, this is the hierarchy, these are the rules. If you don't follow the rules, you get excommunicated.
Right.
Protestants are like, we're just going to start our own 127,000th different denomination.
Right, they just be naming the shit, nigga. Fucking Bob's Christian Church and Chicken Shack on Fridays. Come on down, praise Jesus, and get the new recipe.
Obviously not Catholic, because Catholics are supposed to abstain from meat on Fridays.
No, they're supposed to.
I mean, yeah, they're supposed to.
Ain't them other niggas too, them Jehovah's niggas?
Oh, do they do the
them
not
witnessers?
eating meat thing?
I think them niggas do some shit like that.
I don't know, because I don't know them, and I don't want to know them.
Nah, they're fun.
They're not fun, and I don't want to know them.
Nah, they're like deviled eggs with extra mayonnaise. Like, they're really fun to throw at people. It's a good time. You never thrown a Jehovah's Witness at somebody? You gotta work on your core strength, baby. Come on. You gotta...
What is my life right now?
Lift and toss.
Lift and toss.
Yeah, two motions. Two motions.
No, I have never thrown a Jehovah's Witness at somebody.
All right.
Although that might be a life goal at this point, because that would be fucking hilarious.
All right, we got nappy-headed dead babies and throwing Jehovah's Witnesses. I want to see where else this episode goes.
This fucking show, man. Ain't nothing like it.
John Loco here. John Valdespino said, just land meat and during Lent only.
Fucking young Catholics.
Phoenix mixed
Old
colored
Catholics before Pope John Paul and Vatican II. Abstaining from meat on a Friday was actually the normal situation. And now it's like during Lent and high holidays and what? I said high holidays like they're fucking Jewish. It's during Lent and certain holidays.
So you got the new progressive Catholics.
Yes, the new progressive Catholics eat meat on Fridays outside of Lent.
Okay.
Fucking heathens.
Or they're just, I don't know, maybe it's a vegan backlash.
A vegan backlash. A vegan backlash is why they're eating meat? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't have to make sense.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Religion, of course not.
Like, I don't even want to read the article. I just want to read the headline and just talk about the headline, because the headline is...
Oh, you want to Alex Jones it?
Yeah.
All right, before you Alex Jones it, Britain Loco said, Britain, and this is Britain Gadster from the Twitter,
yes,
said, forget all the data that says decriminalization doesn't affect abortion rates, just the maternal fatality of them.
Yes. In my ever so humble opinion, I think that women, in particular cis women, or you know what, let me not say women, people with a uterus need to get back to knowing how to use herbal forms of birth control and herbal ways of creating abortions. I think that that's like incredibly important, and that should come back.
Yeah, it's in the Bible too. So if you like Jesus, you like abortions.
You do like abortions. Yeah. You like Jesus. But yeah, no, there's actually a lot of herbal ways to prevent pregnancy and to end pregnancy, and I think that more women should be versed on those.
Word.
Yes. All right, so this headline, I like, because, like, no, seriously, I actually read the article, but the headline.
So, like, really, you just want to kind of read the headlines here. WineCellarMedia.com. Come down. Hey, cats, stop. Stop it.
Are they again?
Nah. Oh, I don't know why light-skinned Killmonger is fucking with Jamal.
Jamal just sits on him.
Jamal is 15.5 pounds of smother yo ass. This other cat, what's that nigga, pushing maybe 9 pounds?
Yeah, he's lil. Because he's the runt of the litter.
Yeah.
All right, here's the headline. San Francisco billionaire gives $30 million to study homelessness.
I need to get on one of these teams. Yo, I study shit.
I was like, nigga, why you just build people houses? What the fuck?
No.
Oh, no.
No, the people doing the study, they're working and earning the money. If you just build the houses and give them to homeless people, you'll actually spend less money on homelessness, like, what's that, Salt Lake City?
Yeah.
You can't do that. And plus, it would make you like Mitt Romney. He's a Mormon.
Ew.
Oh
Magic
my
underwear.
God.
Yeah.
Smelly.
Mm-hmm. A San Francisco billionaire is donating $30 million to the University of California, San Francisco to research the root causes of homelessness and potential solutions.
Or to get the new science wing named after his fucking son.
Or to get that fucking tax, what you call it?
Write-off?
Deduction. Yeah. Salesforce CEO Mark, I don't know how to say your fucking name, and I don't care, Benioff, whatever. A city native has embraced homelessness as a philanthropic
A philanthropic?
Yeah.
I fucked it up too. But John Loco did not fuck it up. John V said, you don't even need to build more houses. There are already more houses than people.
That is true. But we can't put homeless people into them for some fucking reason.
Hell, we got 2 fucking sets of families in this house alone.
Shit.
Yeah.
So he's pumping millions into a 2018 city measure to tax wealthy companies to pay for homeless services. Like, all right. The 5-year initiative funded by Benioff and his wife Lynn, at least they said her name, will conduct academic research, provide testimony and fact sheets, and train people who have been homeless as expert speakers.
There you go. Hey, I slept outside when I was 12 a few times. And I already talk a little bit as a part-time job. I swear to fuck, the cats get like this when we open the windows because they can smell the outdoor life. Oh, and the fucking...
because that cat next door. They can smell the cat next door.
Ah, that's right.
Yes.
So they're acting like cis men.
Yes.
They're like, oh, a woman exists. Let's fight and maybe she'll see us. Yeah,
there is a unfixed female cat next door. Obviously, they have no intention of having her fixed, and it's... It is what it is.
Yeah, she's just milkshaking.
Which also, like, she just had kittens. Again.
What do they do with it? They probably just give the kittens away to family and friends.
I don't know. Like, I've seen her pregnant twice. I don't know.
And Britain Loco said, another investigation.
Yes.
They love investigations.
They love investigating. Like, what? I don't know.
It's surprising how ignorant so many of them are when they've been investigating shit for so fucking long.
Right? Yeah, I don't know, man. Alright, what else do I have here?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, IDF is bragging about killing an infant. So,
IDF is?
What is IDF? Israeli Defense something.
Darn it to heck.
God damn it! I thought you knew. I thought you had it.
No, I thought you knew because you're the smart
Israeli
one.
Defense Forces.
And that's who the Wonder Woman is.
Yes, she is one of those folks. Yeah. So, they again did a bunch of bombing and killed an infant. So I keep seeing a dead child on my newsfeed. Yeah.
All right. Gross. That's John Loco got us force. I know John was trying to type that shit. God damn it.
Sorry, John. Wait, why is Chris Farley trending on Twitter?
Chris Farley?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Is that the fat guy in a little coat?
That's his. Yeah. But wait, what's happening? Oh, they're doing a tribute. This must be the anniversary of his death, maybe.
Okay.
And Adam Sandler is involved for some reason.
Oh, I think they were both on Saturday Night Live. And they're both of that ilk of, like, you know, the over...
Adam Sandler? He was never a regular on...
He wasn't?
No.
Adam Sandler wasn't on the Saturday Night Live?
No. Like, as a host, maybe, but he wasn't, like, a regular cast member.
Say word. I didn't watch the show, so I make assumptions.
Oh.
Yeah, I told you. That's why we need the smart one on the show. If Phoenix was not here, that would have just been some shit that I said.
What? You can't. What? It's too much pressure. I can't take it. I don't know who Austin Jones is. I assume some of the listeners do. He's one of these, like, young YouTube personalities with a really bad haircut. No?
What?
Yes, a YouTube personality with a bad haircut.
Oh, why does that sound so easily believable?
Because he literally is a young person on YouTube with a bad haircut.
Oh, fuck. That's just a fucked up thing.
Anyways, he has pleaded guilty to child porn charges.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Apparently this is a thing with, like, YouTube and other content creators where they're, like, I guess I'll say, like, young adults, like, mid to late 20s, but they basically, like, prey on their fans who are teenagers. Like, this has been a thing. I've seen this more than once. So Austin Jones, who is 26, has pleaded guilty to child porn charges after he persuaded several young female fans to make and send sexually explicit videos of themselves. Jones, who became famous for his a cappella covers of pop songs, admitted in a plea agreement to enticing 6 underage girls to send videos to prove that they were his biggest fan. He faces between 5 and 20 years in prison and will also obtain psychological counseling and sex offender treatment. What kind of fucking counseling?
So this is like another form of it, because this is so you could compare this to, like, who's that motherfucker? The David Bowie?
Yeah.
It's like that type of shit, but now it's more digitized.
Right.
It's like a technologically advanced.
Right, so you can get people to text you or email you or whatever. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, like this has been a thing. I've seen this more than once where people have been using their platforms to, like, coerce things from younger fans. Yeah.
And dancing it back briefly, John Valdespino said they also just tweeted that it was actually the Palestinians that it was their own rocket. Talking about the Israeli Defense Force.
There's a whole ass Twitter account dedicated to documenting the genocide in Palestine, and Twitter just fucking allows it. Like, yeah. IDF really just has their whole ass account where they just brag about killing civilians, and it's actually disgusting.
Yeah, so they don't even need a Julian Assange leak.
No.
Nah,
honestly, they don't. They're like, yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we...
Kill some folks.
So they're
torture some folks.
Torture some folks.
What the fuck?
They're like ISIS. They take credit.
Shit.
We don't even know if we did that, but nigga, put that under our name. That was kind of gangster. Michael Brown, that was us.
Honestly, because the last huge thing about them bombing Gaza was because they were like, oh, Gaza sent rockets, to Tel Aviv. And then it turned out a rocket in Tel Aviv, an Israeli rocket, went off due to a malfunction, right? And so the Israelis were like, oh, oops, technical malfunction. We still gonna kill y'all niggas. Like,
technical malfunction, we still gonna kill y'all niggas. Sometimes Phoenix Calida has to articulate in it different ways.
I mean, how else can you possibly describe that? Like, our own rocket went off, so we bombed a bunch of other people and blamed them for it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right.
We didn't want that rocket to go off.
Yeah, okay.
You know, if we didn't have to defend ourselves and make a force about it,
wow,
there wouldn't even have been a rocket to go off in the first place.
Really?
Yeah. See? See, now you're just mad because I brought the truth.
Okay.
Britain Loco said, are we talking about Little B Based God Coerce? Is that the
Oh my god.
person's name? Is that a different one?
That's a different one.
And also, Jan Loco is smarter than you.
Yes.
And said Sandler was on the program from 1991 to 1995.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I really never thought he was a cast member. All right.
See? Now you know. So now we have Adam Sandler facts. We have Israeli divorce.
Defense.
That sounds like a really
facts.
bad bowel movement. I got to take a divorce, man. It's going down, son. But yeah, we have that. And John Valdespino has one. This is a 2017 story. Says someone named Austin Jones arrested child pornography YouTube Warped Tour.
Yeah, that's the same guy.
That's
But
this
now
one.
this is like the update. Like he pleaded guilty to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I guess the last thing I was gonna say is where did it go?
And Jan Loco, while you're looking for that, Jan Loco said his main thing was singing dumb songs.
Yes. So according to the plea agreement, this is what he admitted to, so he obviously did worse, but he convinced 6 girls who were all between 14 and 15 years old to send videos of themselves performing sexual acts, showing their anuses, breasts, and genitals, and dancing in a sexual manner. He also tried to persuade many more underage females to send him explicit videos and photographs on at least 30 other occasions. Yeah, I know, your face is exactly how I fucking feel about it.
Yeah, when you say like the 14.
Yeah, 14. And he's 26. So like, yeah.
Hey, Jesus Christ, man. And I can see how like when people go up in age, there's difference. Like if there's a single 70-year-old and a single 58-year-old, and they're like, hey, I like you like prune juice. Let's make it happen.
Right.
You know? We both like Joe Biden, seems like a good old boy. We have a landline, so we actually count in the polls. You know, but yeah, as you go down in age, those differences are fucking significant. Where it's like, you're 26, really? So it's like fucking, dude, you think just 4 years ago, you were still an adult and she was 10. 2 years ago, you were still legally an adult and she was 8.
Ew.
You sick fuck.
Ew, that's fucking gross.
Yeah.
Framing, right? Framing.
Yeah. Shit, when you could drive a car, she was 6. You could have a job and drive a car.
That's disgusting, actually. No, somebody said, so Lil B is a rapper?
Oh, fuck no. Don't make me do it. He's a
think
rapper.
yeah.
When you say those words, I just want to know if they're nice.
They're not. I guarantee you that they're not.
Lil B, YouTube rapper?
Lil B, bass god.
Bass god? I'm not calling him that.
I mean, I don't know. Crack is whack. I don't know who's still freebasing in 2019, but, you know.
Lil B, the based god?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So I see somebody, was that Britain who said about Lil B?
Oh, let me see. I think they brought the name up.
Yeah. Because I was like, oh, clearly somebody follows my Twitter, and I'm excited. Because no, I retweeted somebody who was talking about Lil B, because apparently Lil B is also one of these fucking predator pedophile type niggas who is like messaging random sex worker accounts like repeatedly, being like, send me nudes and shit. And also just messaging people who have like the quote unquote like you know, like the thirst pictures, and some of these people are underage, and so he's like literally just fucking tweeting teenagers that he thinks looks cute, talking about send me nudes and shit, and it's fucking gross.
Man, folks, I'm running for emperor. And every single episode of this program is my campaign. And Jan Loco said, this 58-year-old ditched the landline 17 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm still clinging to having a landline.
You are.
I refuse, like my entire adulthood, I've had a landline. I gotta do, it's scary. I gotta have a what if the cellular telephones don't
what
do
if
it
there's
anymore?
An emergency?
Yeah.
What if we can't charge them?
At least I have the landline, and I can be like, oh, let me call 411. Tell me something that's happening. 411, check Wikipedia. I just want to know. I need to know this fact about sedimentary rocks. I need to know it.
Sedimentary rocks. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm sorry. You pulled up some Lil B shit.
I'm trying to, but that's
he has one with Chance the Rapper. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's the thing about these niggas, man. Like, these new famous niggas, what there's...
Wait. Did it say Obama Bass God?
I don't know, man. What is this? Okay, play track. This is Lil B, I Love Maconomin's Global. Whatever.
It's loud.
That was aggressive. Why are his records so loud? And there's no volume control on this website. Well, that's the end of that.
Oh.
There will be no... There's no volume...
There will be no Lil B?
Shit. John Loco said the Black Podcast is going to be one of the last people getting called by pollsters for the 2020 primary.
Yes.
And Jan Loco said call the library. We should. Fees Kalita goes to the library out here.
Yeah, I have a library card and everything.
She also goes to the library to take a parenting break.
I also do that.
Hell, go fuck with the tablets.
There's a computer over there. Just go. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Look, parenting is hard, and sometimes you need a break. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the library has controlled content. It is wholesome. He can play on the library. He's not gonna get radicalized by fucking PewDiePie or some fucking YouTube Nazi.
And the context matters, right? Baby is white passing and had mostly influenced by basically literal actual Trump supporters. Like people that, these are the kind of people, right? They're in their 70s. They're like 74, 75 now.
They were born in the 40s, so whatever that means.
They've been around, and the thing is, they've lived in the same neighborhood since that's the one house they bought and they never went anywhere else.
They got married in 1963. They rented an apartment for like 2 or 3 years, and then they bought that house in like 1968, and they've been there ever since.
And over time, they have less and less friends because other old white people in the Midwest aren't as racist as them. And that's who this child has had influence from, and we're trying to fix that.
We're trying really hard.
It's tough. Oh, man. And Jan Loco said librarians love to chat with people. I was just telling Phoenix,
you're a librarian.
Remember, I was like, I'm pretty sure Jan Loco's a librarian.
That's awesome. I love it. Yeah.
And John Loco is informing us that Little B is the weirdest subculture. When he first came out, he made over like 600 MySpace pages and thousands of songs. Like he was one of the first weird posters that sort of just posted his way to Soulja Boy features. No shit.
But Soulja Boy isn't good.
No, he's not. He's not good. But he is rapping. And apparently after 2000, I'd say like after 2004, you don't really have to be good anymore. Something happened. I don't really know what. I think that the corporations finally found their formula.
They did, yeah.
Because a lot of older heads, right, like sort of like the people at the ass end of the baby boom, that's no diss to Broken Carpenter. I just like that phrasing. People at the ass end of the baby boom were like, oh man, the corporations and the stations are just telling you what to like. But it's like, are you sure about that one? Because back when we were coming up, banging shit that was going multi-platinum and selling out tours, fucking Busta Rhymes did not sound like Jay-Z, who did not sound like Snoop Dogg, who did not sound like Scarface, who didn't even sound like members of his own group, and they didn't sound like Bone Thugs, and that didn't sound like Mia X with No Limit Records, who didn't sound like Silk the Shocker, who didn't sound like noted rapist Mystical, who didn't sound like Master P, all on the same label, who didn't sound like the folks on Death Row Records with Snoop, Daz, Corrupt. All these cats, they all sounded different. They had different beats, different flows, different styles of stage performance. They conducted interviews differently.
Yes.
They put out documentaries differently. Everything was different and fly. There was no formula back then.
Right.
Like, it was really natural, and the audience and the content found each other naturally. Like, now,
Which
there's
is also,
definitely
like,
a formula. What up?
Wild, because you think that would be now, like, with social media. Like, you can, just, click somebody's SoundCloud, or, somebody's promoting themselves on Twitter or Facebook. So you think that would be more prominent now, but it's not.
No, it's cookie cutter as fuck now. Like, I remember, like, in 1 month, we kind of critiqued and made fun of 3 rap songs, and at the end of the month we realized, because it was the Migos, who's the reality show person,
Cardi B,
and
but Cardi B and the Migos aren't really separate, because Cardi B is married to one of them.
But aren't they from different parts of the continent?
It doesn't matter. They're like, she's like the 4th Migo.
Ew. And the other one was the kid from the Maury program, the Bad Baby Becky Bars. That's the name of the episode.
Didn't that nigga get nominated for a Grammy or some shit?
I don't know.
Ugh.
I don't know. But I mean, that's like getting a Nobel Peace Prize and then increasing predator drone strikes. I mean, those awards are nothing, And but they all sounded the same.
Shade. Oh, the Obama shade. Yes.
And let me see. Jan Loco said, radical militant librarian. Keep those words. Those are magic words.
You know what? I'm here for it, actually. I'm
radical
here for it.
militant librarian.
Yes, I'm here for it. Wait, but does her library also have a piano player and a credit union in it?
Oh, maybe.
Ours has a credit union and a piano player in it, so I'm just saying.
And John Loco said, he's not, but Little B is even worse, and that somehow lowered the bar of content you consumed. I think that rapper Young Jeezy.
Yeah.
I think he was definitely like a good test subject of what sort of whack shit will these niggas buy.
Yeah, you know what? I think, though, like, they're fucking social media stars who are like, oh, I also want to have a music career. And people are like, oh, I like your social media, so I'm going to follow you. And I think that's just what happened, because it's like...
And you know what's ill is, I have the video, I should have downloaded it, because, shit can be deleted from the internet at any time.
Right.
So I should find it and download it, but I have it saved in my YouTube favorites, where Snoop Dogg saw this shit coming.
Yeah.
It's like a 2004, 2003 clip, and he's talking about shit like MySpace coming up, and he was like, it's not like the days where you have a demo tape and you go to a record label, here, listen to my demo tape, and you get signed. It's like, no, now you have to show up saying, look, I already have this following.
Right.
These are my already guaranteed record sales and concert ticket sales.
Right.
Like, now you have to show up with that.
Yeah.
And but he saw that shit coming over a decade ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone just sounds the same, and it's like, ugh. And then I think one of the Migos niggas was talking about, like, we need to make rap lyrical again. I'm like can you, though?
And then also, man, like, he's resting on colloquialism.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, when niggas say lyrical, what they mostly mean is a dude with a New York accent using a high vocabulary.
Right.
But when it's like, but I can listen to Crooked Eye, who's just talking West Coast screech shit. Am I from Florida? He in the scrates eating scrimps. And but fucking Crooked Eye's out there talking street shit, and it doesn't have to be just rapping about battling other rappers with the metaphysical, indivisible residuals.
Right.
Like that.
No, but that was the thing, because he's like, oh, people are tired about hearing about, like, cars they can't afford and clothes they can't afford, and we need to make lyrical. It's like, but not talking about material possessions does not inherently make it lyrical. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Jay-Z is lyrical as fuck, and he was all about, nigga, the song title and hook was Money, Cash, Hoes, Money, Cash, Hoes. Over and over again.
Like, I don't know. So I don't know what's happening. I don't really want to know what's happening, and
you do if it's Horseshoe Gang.
I do if it's Horseshoe Gang, because...
Nigga, Phoenix Kalita gets drunk and pushes me out of the way and plays Horseshoe Gang.
Because they're fucking good! What the fuck, man? Horseshoe Gang is the shit.
And Jan Loco said, no, there is not a piano in a credit union.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And also said, here's a fun fact-based fact.
Yes.
Librarians got labeled radical militants by the FBI for protesting the Patriot Act. I didn't know that shit.
Okay.
I thought I knew a gang of shit about the Bush administration.
Yeah, actually, that sentence did not end where I thought it was going to. Because it was the Patriot Act. I really thought it was going to be because they let homeless people just hang out in the library.
And John Loco, in the archive chat space, said, we need more socialist rappers like Dead Prez. Yeah. That was the first time that I heard a rapper say the word socialist, when I was 16, listening to Dead Prez, Let's Get Free album. And then, fun fact about my life, this is a trip where it's like, I get it, white supremacy, be suspicious and all that, but... I was in my first apartment, I'm 19, and I'm ordering a pizza pie because I don't really have this cooking thing figured out yet. And I ordered pizza pie so much, and the same delivery cat came, that he just started, he'd stop by, he'd be like, hey, let's hit some reefer before I go back to work. And then one time he was like, hey, you should check out these CDs, this is good stuff. And it was Dead Prez, the album I already had.
Yeah.
And Gil Scott-Heron.
Nice.
And this was a white dude that was like trying to put me up on this shit. Like, you gotta check this shit out. This is the real shit.
Yes.
And Britton Gadsden in the archive chat space said, ironically, the public is actually not a great talent scout of quality art or music. I think that's what happened. Same people that like Biden also provide views, subscribes, holy shit, good analysis. Where's your podcast?
Thank you, Britton.
I never thought, yeah. And it points back to something George Carlin said. They're like, where are we getting all these shitty politicians from? They're coming from us. Yeah. This is the best we got.
Yeah. Like, shit, right? And speaking of shitty politicians.
Yes, ma'am.
Donald Trump has a Twitter account.
Fuck.
He said, I am continuing to monitor the censorship of American citizens, all caps of American citizens, on social media platforms. This is the United States of America, and we have what's known as, all caps, freedom of speech. We are monitoring and watching closely, because apparently he's pissy that a bunch of fucking right-wingers got kicked off Instagram. But the hilarious thing about this tweet, I mean, it's already hilarious because he's a fucking child, a petulant-ass child, is what came up under it immediately. I follow Merriam-Webster. I'm a nerd. I follow a dictionary on Twitter. I don't care. What the fuck? But the hilarious thing is, their tweet was, good morning. Today's hashtag word of the day is trivial. It will never not be funny to me.
They're fucking rude.
And actually, that's why I follow them on Twitter, because they do shady shit like that.
And Fallon Matthew of FallonKitty.com responded to that with a face palm emoji.
Yeah.
And Fallon Matthew, FallonKitty.com, is the face of the wine cellar.
Yeah.
Like, she is
literally.
Yeah, like, she's actually a I used to do this thing where I joke about her having a million jobs, but she really is a sociologist.
Yes.
A model.
Yes.
And I don't know what else she does. I know.
She's a writer.
And a writer. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I literally have her fucking book here. And yeah, Fallon Loco made me appreciate modeling. So I was always just like, what the fuck is that? Mm-hmm. Oh, so you're born with symmetry privilege and stand in front of a camera. Like, I never got it, but it's like somehow she managed to turn her face into a representation of what this program is.
Yes.
In two pictures. Like, One with the bandana over it, over her face, because that was our thing, because you weren't showing your face yet.
Right.
And so everybody down with us did that. And then the other one was a picture that she had already taken, and it's like in a restaurant, some fly setting, holding a wine glass.
Yeah.
And somehow turned her face into the show.
Yes.
Like, it's fucking genius.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because, black girl magic.
Yeah. Well, but then you have to extend that to Stacey Dash and
she can't
Diamond
be black
and Silk.
with us. They can't be black with us.
And
can't be black with us.
Recently
Can't be black with
became
us.
black, Kamala Harris.
Cannot be black with us.
No longer an American and a person of color, but now sister girl Kamala Harris.
Sister girl. Okay. Right. Cannot be black with us. And also, more importantly, doesn't actually want to be black with us. So,
No, she wants to be black with Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Woo! No, she wants to be black with Hillary Clinton.
She's already black with Hillary.
Fucking, I forgot that dude's name. I think it's Mr. Dane on Twitter. He's like this obsessive fucking neoliberal, like centrist hack, but he's gay and he's black. So he's constantly like weaponizing his identities. He's like, nobody's like more like a black man than Hillary Clinton, and I can say this as a black man because she's been falsely accused of things and dragged for things she never did, and that's like being a black man in America. I'm like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
We talked about that on the I remember that shit.
Yeah.
And Fallon Loco added in Candace Owens, not one of us either. No,
Candace Owens does not have black people who love her because someone keeps letting her go out with that hair.
Like, yeah.
Her shit is fried, nigga.
Right? Like, what was one of the first things I did when I got here? I fucking bought an Afro pick and I picked your hair out immediately because black people, we care about each other and our hair.
Woo!
And Candace Owens, like she is so white identified. Like, I'm wondering, like, for how many seconds do you think she warms up her mayonnaise in the microwave before dipping her cornbread in it?
Wait, you think she has cornbread?
I think that if there's warm mayonnaise, then she'll have it. 30 seconds? 25? Come on.
I can only assume because of the vast oil content of mayonnaise, it would start to like boil at like 30 degrees.
Okay.
So maybe like 15.
So cornbread Candace likes 15-second mayo.
That's what I'm gonna go with. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I feel like we're playing Family Feud right now.
Family food. Like George Bush said, put food on your family.
Make
it happen.
That person existed.
Oh shit! Britain Loco added in C.J. Pearson.
Oh fuck that little nigga!
It's something I pointed out about him. And I'm not even joking around here. I was on. This was 2015. I was on Rashani's single simulcast program, and I pointed out it's like I can hear a black dude from Southern California and know he's from Southern California.
Yeah.
Right? I can hear, but I can also hear a white dude from Southern and know that's a white dude. Right? I can hear a black New Yorker and a white New Yorker. Right. I know they're both New Yorkers, but without any visual, I know which one's black and which one's white. C.J. Pearson has a white Southern accent. Yeah. He does not sound black Southern.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he sounds like...
I just want to know how much time he spent practicing that.
Or, I want to see his parents.
I wonder if is he like adopted or something?
I want to know that shit. Or like, does he have a white step parent? Like, or what's going on? Or how white identified are his parents?
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's why I have my white voice. It's because foster care.
Yeah.
Right. It was like very you absolutely will not talk like a black person. You absolutely will not speak Spanish, and it was enforced through physical discipline. So it's like, I have an incredibly white voice, and if I were to just get on the phone and tell you that my name is Rebecca and I am a school teacher in Idaho, you would believe me. Right?
And fucking but then there'd be those times when we're riffing about, which I wish we would remember to record ourselves when we're riffing in the car.
Yes.
And you'd be like, oh my God, what are they doing? And I'm like, oh shit.
Okay, pero like, why is this happening?
Fucking.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And oh man, I end up turning the chat space into a very significant part of the show, but Fallon Local said, I don't think Candace Owens knows what cornbread is. And John Valdespino, a name that I'm now having fun saying, said, there's a weird amount of white supremacist black people. There is a whole YouTube ecosystem of them. And adding in Jesse Lee Peterson and some black guy, Anthony Bryan Logan. I think about that, like Jesse Lee Peterson, if I ever talk about him, I always want to make sure that I talk about his bad ideas and content and not his speech impediment.
Wait, who's Jesse Lee Peterson?
He's this elder coon.
Like, I had in my head the Confederate nigga. Is that a different nigga?
Yeah, the Confederate guy's not a content creator.
Oh, yeah, well, he's also dead, so he can't be a content creator.
Nah, Jesse Lee Peterson, he was actually, like, him and Tariq Nasheed are oddly chummy. Like, Tariq Nasheed literally calls him a coon to his face.
Yeah.
And Jesse's like, I don't appreciate that, but you have the free speech to say it. You know, and like, they've actually sat and riffed and debated and shit. It's a weird thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a rabbit hole I am not going to subject myself to.
It's gonna keep going. Jan Local said Trump's was sued for violating the First Amendment by blocking people on Twitter.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's legit because he's a part of the government.
Yeah, right.
He
exactly.
actually can't do that.
And yeah, actually, who was it? That Dr. Eugene Wu, who's like an Asian nigga. I don't know specifically, like, you know, descent wise, but Asian, and was like, came kind of to prominence saying like Black Lives Matter and talking about like medical racism and shit. Like, well, specifically like anti-black medical racism. And he was one of the people who got blocked by Trump and was like in the lawsuit that made them stop doing that.
And let me
knock
knock this one out so you can get to this story you have queued up. Britain Loco added in, Yvette cannot be black with us either. I think we just need to make a list.
We do need to make a list. Yvette and her little fucking, who is it, Antonio Moore, what the fuck ever. That nigga can't be black with us either. Fuck that nigga.
Word.
Fucking ADOS niggas.
All right.
Asking me, are you really black? Yes, I am. The fuck? Yeah, and actually their new thing is sending me memes, because like, you know the meme where it's like, it was originally like, I think it was like the black delegation frowns on these shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're like, they changed it to be like the black delegation wants a trade. Like that's their new. I'm like,
It's
okay.
Like, man.
You trade me for fucking who? When you want a fucking white person? What the fuck?
And let that Dave Chappelle joke go. Let it go.
No, they won't. All right. Florida.
Ah, shit. It's finally time for news. This is what you're bringing to the people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Fine.
The people would like to know what's happening in Florida.
Does it involve an alligator and meth?
No.
No shit. All right. This is going to be constructive.
No, it's not. A Florida man has been arrested after inviting a police officer to smoke a bowl with him.
Whoa. What? That is bold. Why? Why did he do that?
Oh, no, nigga, we about to find out. Let's fucking learn. Damn. Another Florida man who wrote this article who was tired as hell. Another Florida man, yet again. Another Florida man is under arrest after being too welcoming and inviting toward the police. What's his name? Arthur Carasino, I guess. I'm probably not saying that right.
It's not Valdespino?
It's not Valdespino, it's Carasino.
Carasino.
Bunnell, Florida resident Arthur Carasino just really wanted a pair of Flagler? I don't know, you live there. Flagler.
Yeah.
County Sheriff's deputies to check out his homegrown cannabis plant and smoke a bowl with him. In a body camera video captured in the wee hours of the morning, Carasino attempts to get the on-duty officer to join him for a puff, and almost reluctantly, the officer ended up arresting Carasino for growing cannabis, which is against the law in Florida.
Wait, the cop did so reluctantly?
Yes.
Nigga, why didn't you want to... You're a cop. You're not even a bootlicker. It's your boot.
It's your boot.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
There's a very lonely, almost plaintive tone in the way Florida man Arthur Carasino invites a police officer to smoke a bowl with him. You gotta smoke a bowl with me, please. Emphasis on the please.
Holy
This nigga must
shit.
be white as shit for this type of sympathy.
Jesus Christ. Like, this must actually be Lindsey Graham. Like, that's... The name you read wasn't the real name.
You gotta smoke a bowl with me, please. Please.
And then we'll have a mint julep and watch the colored boys wrestle.
And it is the weekend of the Kentucky Derby. We could have such a grand old time. Sometimes you just want to be social. Sometimes you just want to pass a bowl to someone, even if they're a cop. If you're a Florida man.
Want to pass a bowl, nigga. I'm blue collar, nigga. I got my reefer. I hope you got yours.
Really?
I haven't had a reefer in 5 years.
Fucking stingy motherfucker. Puff, puff, pass. Florida man said, I know you're on duty, said to the incredulous officer as he nevertheless heads off into the darkness to get his pipe. The rural town of Bunnell sits on the east coast of Florida, about midway between St. Augustine and Daytona Beach. These geographical landmarks mean absolutely nothing to me. There's not too much for Flagler County Police to do. Wow. Residents like Carasino seem like they could use some company as well. So an officer is pulled alongside Carasino's residence, responding to a completely different incident. I would like to know what the fuck that incident was.
We already covered it.
Probably. I went on vacation and came home and there were naked people shooting a porno on my couch. We covered that story. But this Florida man decided to do the neighborly thing. According to the deputy's report, Carasino was smoking weed when they arrived. The ensuing body cam footage is heartwarming and ridiculous. How white is he? It's the middle. I just fucking... Have you ever heard them talk about a black person smoking weed like this ever in the media? Ever?
Like, maybe he was actually, like, wearing an authentic Confederate uniform.
Like, what the fuck?
In the moment that it happened.
Like, what? Like, he was fucking ironing out his fucking KKK hood in between taking hits? I don't know.
Yeah. And fucking had a big Blue Lives Matter flag on the house.
Right?
Like, the cop was like, you're all the things right. Why are you doing this? I left my camera on. We're fucked, bro. We're fucked.
Right? Alright, so it's the middle of the night, and chirping crickets almost drown out the voices, but there's Carasino, scantily clad in a blue Speedo and an unbuttoned button-up shirt.
Oh, that wasn't no damn reefer. That nigga was smoking on some of that Sonic the Hedgehog, nigga.
Alright, since Carasino is smoking a joint, the deputy asks him for his medical cannabis card. Medical use is legal for authorized patients with qualifying conditions in Florida. Carasino says, oh, yeah, I'm working on it.
Woo!
Alright.
Working on it.
Working on it. There's some laughter at the response, at which point Carasino says, come on, guys, let's just talk. Don't tase me, bro! Don't tase me, bro!
I said don't tase me!
But the officers are more interested in the 2-foot-tall cannabis plant, just one in Carasino's yard. Is that your plant, they ask? Carasino proudly answers in the affirmative and asks the officers, what? Alright, and the officers ask if he uses Miracle Grow or just water.
They asked him that? Oh, fuck, you're telling on yourselves. I think I want an investigation into these fucking guys.
Alright, that's a Florida man offers some sage growing advice. I thought it was going to be easy going out to California and learning how to grow pot, the indica strain and the sativa strain, and oh boy, you're looking right now at the smallest crystals. I don't know what that means. Just before falling entirely into reverie on the plant, Florida man invites one of the officers to smoke a bowl with him.
I'm trying to turn you to the cameras. We're going to work on that over time with the cameras.
The body cam cuts out for a moment. Wait, but hold on. Wait, so he invites them to smoke a bowl, and then the body cam cuts out. So they did, right?
Ah.
Like, right?
Wait,
Come
and then
on.
he still arrested him?
Yes! Yes!
Motherfucker.
And the body cam picks back up with Carasino in the back of a squad car.
Or
So there's no fucking footage from smoke a bowl with me to you're under arrest?
how much of his reefer did they steal?
Shit.
Wait, because he was growing shit, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. They stole some cash and some drugs.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Excuse me.
Fuck yeah. Carasino says, of course, it's 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. The officers point out that it's actually 2:45 in the morning, and it doesn't look like Carasino is going to be getting much sleep. So he asks for a pick-me... What the fuck, white man? So Carasino asks for a pick-me-up. Okay.
A pick-me-up.
I need a cup of Starbucks anywhere we can get one, Carasino says.
He thought he was going to get the Dylan Roof.
He did? What the fuck? I'm arrested in the back of the squad car. By the way, can we stop at Starbucks?
Oh, man. And Valdespino in the archive chat space on winecellarmedia.com on the Facebooks said several things. Well, preempted with Britain Loco going back to Who Can't Be Black With Us and pointed something out that is a fact-based fact. That you yourself are beerly black.
I am beerly black. But I'm a doctor, so it's okay.
It's
a
remember
medical
that.
Condition.
That's
I'm
right.
self-diagnosed.
And more people will know about it when it gets in the education system via your school for blacks that you're working on.
Yes.
Any day now.
Any day now, yeah.
And Valdespino said several things. Quote, there was a great citations needed episode about Florida man and its anti-poor, anti-mental health, anti-homeless implications. Yeah, that's something, we do regularly, well, I do, with like a Becky Lives Matter story or something like that. And I'm like, is this actually a Becky Lives Matter story? Is this a misogyny story?
Right.
Right? Where I'm like, oh, wait a second, is this... And that's why, I'm like, hey, wait a second, is this a meth story? Could
Maybe.
be.
You don't know.
And then he said there is a Valdespino from Florida that murdered someone, though.
Oh.
Outstanding. And then there's a link here, FPI Institute, about mental health spending. I'll have to click. It looks like it's a PDF link. I'm going to have to click that later.
Okay.
And also said the Florida Sunshine Laws make these stories so easy when we could all be talking about Jeffrey Epstein owning a whole-ass island for actual sex trafficking that Trumpelstiltskin and Billy Clint have been to.
Right.
And John Loco said, I never knew cops could have so much empathy. This is fucking crazy.
All right, so actual real news. I don't think we covered this one. I hope I'm not repeating this, but
yeah.
Black trans woman Brooklyn Brianna Stevenson was murdered. So a male white supremacist who murdered a black transgender woman has been sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In November 2017, Brooklyn Brianna Stevenson, 31, was found dead in a hotel room in Oklahoma City with multiple gunshot wounds. An anonymous tip to police led them to arrest Brandon Michael Tyson, age 32, in connection with the murder, and witnesses connected him to the crime. Earlier this year, Tyson pled guilty to first-degree murder without a plea deal with prosecutors. So last week, Judge Amy Palumbo sentenced Tyson to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In Oklahoma, the minimum sentence for first-degree murder is life in prison with the possibility of parole. But Palumbo said at the sentencing, "Your actions show that you're a liar, a thief, and a murderer. You are a danger to the public and have been given chance after chance after chance. I just want to know what this nigga criminal record be looking like," that she said that. I hope you pray for salvation. Tyson's lawyer blamed the murder on drug addiction. Because I know when I get high, I murder black trans women. What?
Nigga.
The lawyer said, "Mr. Tyson has nothing but remorse for what he's done to the victim and the victim's family." No, you don't. "He has no justification. It's just the effects of drug addiction." No, it's not. There are plenty of people addicted to drugs who aren't fucking killers. Prosecutors have not said whether they believe the crime was...
What up?
Okay. I'm just gonna read. Let me go back and read the first sentence, and then let me read this sentence. The first sentence.
Yeah.
A male white supremacist who murdered a black transgender woman.
And they believe the crime was not.
Prosecutors have not said whether they believe the crime was motivated by Stevenson's race or gender identity. Nigga, help me.
Next sentence, yes.
Tyson is a member of the Aryan Brotherhood. We're unsure if a member of the Aryan Brotherhood killed a black trans woman for being either black and or trans. I don't know. How can we tell?
That's a brotherhood. That means they just like play ping pong and shit.
Also, police found evidence that Tyson and Stevenson had had consensual sex before the murder. And it always. He has prior convictions for burglary and illegal possession of guns. Okay. And told police that Stevenson attacked him first. Police have found no evidence that she did. Okay. Vivian Stevenson, the victim's mother, at the sentencing hearing said, "Bearing a child is nothing that a parent should have to do. So with that being said, I never wanted the death penalty for you because I do not want your parents to have to go through what I am having to endure. I do pray you get life without parole, though, because you have proven by your actions you do not deserve to be free ever again."
Huh. And Britain Loco said, I can't help you with that. It needs an investigation.
It does need an investigation, because how else can we know if a member of the Aryan Brotherhood is killing black people for being black? I don't know. Yeah.
And I don't typically get news off the Griot, because the Griot is it's an extension of MSNBC.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this individual still runs it, but this was Joanne Reed's website.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in like 2012. And just like how Salon.com, that was, man, who the fuck was that motherfucker? What the fuck was her name?
Harris Perry?
No, she was white.
Oh.
And she actually, I could find her by searching the title of her book. Because the title of her book was What's the Matter with White People?
Oh.
I know, people like that dead air right there, right? That's the shit right there, buddy.
Dead air is awesome, actually.
Joan Walsh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, so like, yeah, keep in mind when you see some of these websites, they might not really be like scrappy independent outlets. Like, they're just extensions of MSNBC commentators and hosts. But this one, interesting stuff. I forgot. I think Jan Loco may have linked us to this. I think this may have been Jan Loco,
okay.
or maybe or Mohana the dancer. And says MAGA hat teen in D.C. confrontation with Native American man sues NBC for $275 million.
Nigga.
$275 million. Nick, racist face little fuckshit Sandman,
yes.
16-year-old individual, a Covington Catholic high school student, and his family has filed a $275 million lawsuit on NBC Universal. And they allege that it defamed Sandman in its coverage of the protest by, quote, relying heavily on, what up? Oh, defamed. They made him look bad.
Okay.
And it says relying on heavily biased and unreliable sources without conducting any reasonable investigation of the circumstances. So they're literally suing because they did not investigate.
Okay.
How dare you not investigate?
Yes.
I think we should investigate the suit. Excuse me. So in the complaint, they accuse NBC of attacking Nick racist face little fuck shit Sandman at least 15 defamatory television broadcasts, 6 defamatory online articles, and many tweets falsely accusing Nick racist face fuck shit Sandman and his Covington Catholic high school.
Dedicated to that name.
I want it to be a thing. Nick racist faced fuck shit.
Hop skippity fresh.
That's how I would describe the name, yes. It is hop skippity fresh. All right? Mm-hmm. You can take that one to the credit union in your library, but make sure to tip the piano player.
I will tip the piano player.
Yeah, because the piano player, that is I can't imagine that's a high-paying government job. It all stems from an incident. Well, we know that. So they have this fucking lawsuit up, and Phoenix Kalita's going to remember to update this story. It's all on you, Chief. It's all on you, buddy, Chief.
Okay.
All right. And some little black, little Negro colored gal, she was like, I'm going to go to this school and I'm going to graduate from it. But this little black Negro colored gal didn't know that she had another think coming.
Oh.
Yeah, remember, folks, it's another think coming, not another thing. So this is coming off the Clarion Ledger. Now, and it looks like they're under USA Today. All right. And it's a Mississippi outlet. And the author is Elisa Zhu, Z-H-U. And so it's a black student robbed of, can you say that word? Salutatorian?
Oh, salutatorian.
Salutatorian.
Yes.
A black student robbed of salutatorian because the district feared white flight,
yes.
A lawsuit alleges. All right, so let's go ahead and investigate this article. When Alicia James graduated last year, she was part of the first class to receive diplomas from a newly integrated high school created after a district was ordered to desegregate in the Mississippi Delta, according to a FEDRA carpetbagging lawsuit. Now, Alicia James is alleging that the Cleveland School District officials took away the chance for her to be salutatorian because they feared white flight. I'm guessing salutatorian means that she did better than other students.
So, like, the top performer is the valedictorian, and the salutatorian is, like, second place.
See, valedictorian's the only one I know.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Salutatorian is the second one.
So they don't even want the nigga to have the name that nobody knows. They're like, oh, that irrelevant shit? You can't have that, nigger girl.
That's second place, yeah.
Holy shit. Niggas can't even be second place. God damn. I mean, where's Jafar when you need him? You're only second rate. Okay, let's see. So, Alicia James, Alicia James sued the district and school officials in April. The lawsuit claims that the honor of the salutatorian, which traditionally goes to the graduate with the second best grades, went to the white student whose score initially appeared to be lower than hers. Later, officials gave Alicia James a new grade script with a lower score.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Get the fuck out of here. You see...
What is it? The golden rule? He who has the gold makes the rules.
And you...
Speaking of Aladdin references.
Damn. That's gruff. But fucking, And there's some dorky-ass niggas that follow Tariq Nasheed that somehow ended up on my Facebook's friends list. I accept friend requests sometimes, little whimsicky flimsicky. I don't investigate properly. And I just pointed out that Tariq Nasheed just told his audience of hundreds of thousands that Medicare for All and the Green New Deal are actually just more white supremacy. And they were like, yeah, it is. It's called trickle-down diplomacy.
Yeah. That's
okay.
Not what that is.
Nah, yeah, it is. It is because Tariq told them it is. And, like, they wouldn't just straight out say, what up?
Did you appreciate how I commented in that subthread and the person talked smooth the fuck around me to respond to you?
Well, yeah, you had a femme name. You don't have to talk to that. That's a potential thought.
It's a female, cuz.
Or clearly a Negro bedwench. You need not talk to them. And, yeah, so they think that shit is white supremacy. Those hundreds of thousands of people that follow Tariq Nasheed, while the hundreds of people that follow the wine cellar, will see this type of story and see where white supremacy's really being practiced.
Right.
They literally changed her motherfucking grade.
Yeah, that's fucking rough.
Which, wouldn't that affect, like, college applications and shit?
Yeah, college application. Yeah, absolutely.
They're deliberately...
And not just, like, getting into college, but also, like, what scholarships and whatnot you can apply for.
Which kind of matter when student loan debt is the new, what did I fucking call it? Indentured servitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Clarion Ledger has reached out to the school district, and the superintendent did not respond to the reporter's request for comment.
Yeah, I wouldn't have fucking responded either after that fucking bullshit.
So an attorney that goes by the name of Lisa Ross represents Alicia James and said this lawsuit is important because the playing field should be equal when teaching young people the value of competing with other students. Now, something I'll also point out, and I'm pointing at Alicia's parents here. Mm-hmm. Why the fuck did you, like, niggas want so bad to be the first niggas around white people that hate you.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you putting her through this?
Yeah.
You could have just sent her to the black school. She probably would have been valedictorian there, or salutatorian, and moved on just fine.
Yeah.
Like, if I had a black child, I would never have them to be the first black kid around racist white adults and kids that don't want them there.
Right.
Like, I guarantee you, she spent her whole time there being terrorized.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
yeah.
sure.
Like, she went, like, her parents just basically sent her to collect some trauma center. Collect some trauma center. Like, her parents fucked her up. And now her fucking life is not going to be as awesome as she could try to make it be under the systems with which she's in.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, hey, our black baby's the first one here. We's the only niggers in this neighborhood.
Yep.
Look, they even, they burned celebratory crosses on my lawn. Thank you, sir.
Oof.
These niggas, man.
That's fucking rough. That is rough.
And so, let's dance toward the end of the article. Originally, the district had pushed back against the federal order, arguing the changes would lead to white students leaving. Where are they gonna go? To the other integrated school?
The charter school.
Bye-bye. I mean, obviously, you're a bunch of third placers and down, so your charter school's just gonna get less funding. Let's not forget the No Child Left Behind. So they were worried about the white students leaving, and data provided by the Mississippi Department of Education shows the Cleveland School District has 270 fewer white students enrolled now than it did in 2015 and 16. In comparison, the district has 42 fewer black students than it did in 2015 and 16. The total district enrollment this year is about 3,399. Alicia James's suit claims that the school district has long-standing, widespread, deliberately indifferent custom, habit, practice, and or policy to discriminate against its black students. All right, and I have this article linked on the web post for this episode, winecellarmedia.com. We got that back up and running. Had to sit on with customer service for quite some time. What is getting unplugged and replugged?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe it's this tablito. Let me dance it over to the archive chat space before I get the next one. John Loco said, way too much nuance and understanding in this story. And John Loco also said, the name gets better each time you do it. Yes, Valdespino. And Jan Loco said, not me, but good grief, best nickname ever. Uh-oh, what am I was that on a previous story?
Maybe.
I just be...
probably about that racist kid.
Oh.
Whatever the fuck you called him.
Yeah, what was his name? Nick, Mankind?
I don't
It was like
know.
Freeman or some shit like that.
I don't know.
Sandman. Yeah, Nick racist face fuck shit Sandman.
Yes.
And John Loco said it's terrible that schooling can still be this racist.
Yes.
And Britain Loco from Twitter said, I don't think they had a choice in that. The two separate schools were dissolved to integrate into one central, and the parents probably weren't able to send her someplace else. Oh, that's some shit.
That's fucked up, yeah.
You got no fucking choice.
Yikes.
Damn, nigga, we need a fucking secret black government with fucking a secret black tax so we can have black funding for black flight when they do this shit.
Yeah.
We need black flight.
We do.
Yeah. Do some wild shit too. Black flight could be fucking ill. Like, oh, you're gonna start gentrifying this area? Alright, hey, everybody, fuck up your lawns, completely destroy the house, and move the fuck out.
That would be awesome, actually.
Oh, whatever.
I dig it.
That's me flying off the top.
Oh, wait. You have the next one, or I do? Or you have more stories?
Let me do one more.
The fuck?
This.
I can see the headline.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Now, this is a white-on-white crime-ish that is not funny.
Right.
Right? Like, it seems,
It starts off funny, but then there's a plot twist.
Like, the setup, it's like, okay, I see what it, like, okay, this is a white man being incredibly white in several ways. And then it's like, oh, but he's also a motherfucker. Yeah. Which is apparently a class of people in my vernacular, I guess. So we're out in Iowa, all right, and a local man spilled gravy on his laptop and then took it to his local Best Buy. All right, so we're going back to last year in August 11th. Robert L. Watson of Des Moines, Iowa. Which it's Des Moines? It's not Des Moines?
Des Moines.
I'm from Washington State. I was literally taught Des Moines. And we were taught to look down on people that said Des Moines.
I can't take you seriously as somebody who says Carn. What? What?
I don't know.
How do you say corn?
What are you talking about?
How you say corn?
Maize.
Nigga.
The fucking, I can force it correct. Corn.
That is forced for sure.
So this was August 11th last year. And Robert L. Watson brought his gravy-covered device to his local Best Buy, which is something, like, you may have noticed we don't have any drinks or food or shit in the office now, because, like, I'm starting to get, because we eat in the office around the wine cellar equipment a lot, and we shouldn't.
We should not.
Yeah, so on the counter, like, you see I have your Sun Chips, I got my Doritos, I think I have a cup of water out there. Everything is out of the office. This shit is kind of expensive.
And the only water bottle I have in here has like a closed top.
And it's on the floor. Yeah. Like, we are being careful.
Yes.
We're changing our lives. New year, new me in the 5th month.
I was going to be like, it's May.
Right. So, so this fucking guy took his gravy-covered device to the local Best Buy and wanted the files on it transferred to a new computer.
Yes.
But during the file transfer process, the Best Buy Geek Squad observed multiple images they believed contained child pornography.
Jesus.
All right. So now this is a quote. Once this transfer was complete, both computers were collected by the Des Moines police as evidence. During a subsequent interview with the police, Watson allegedly told authorities he was the only person who used the password-protected computer. He also allegedly described several images that detectives later found on his computer. Robert advised that he downloaded the images because he wanted to tell other people about them.
The fuck does that mean? I found child porn and wanted to tell other people about it?
Trying to see where he's going with this. He's been charged with 10 counts of possession of child pornography. Watson was arrested Tuesday and is being held in Polk County Jail, not to be confused with Florida Polk County. This is Iowa. Polk County Jail on a bond of $50,000, according to online records. So whatever children were exploited for that child pornography, that's what your Anglo-American jurisprudence finds them to be worth. In the collective. The spokesperson for Iowa's office of the state public defender told BuzzFeed News it had been appointed to defend Watson, but that no attorney had yet been assigned to his case. An individual by the name of Paula Baldwin works in public relations and is a director for Best Buy, and she told BuzzFeed News that the Geek Squad employees discover apparent child pornography on customers' computers nearly 100 times each year.
Oh my God.
Quote, they don't search for the material, but inadvertently discover it in the normal course of repairing a computer. Quote, when we do find what appears to be child pornography, we have a legal obligation, I'd say even a moral one,
Yes.
to notify law enforcement, and we inform our customers of this prior to doing any work. Law enforcement determines a course of action based on the evidence, as they did in this situation. Update. This story was updated with comment from, okay, that last paragraph was the update. All right, good stuff. Phoenix Calida, the beerly black colored woman.
Doctor.
Wait, what?
Black doctor. Thank you very much.
My bad, Crip. Taking a look here. John Valdespino said, the Black podcast now advocating for dual power. I'm here for it. Right, and that's beyond my knowledge. Dual power is
dual power.
Where two people have power?
Yeah.
Okay. I be doing shit that I'm
very
not
aggressive with the armrest, sir.
Oh, because I think it's a cool feature on the chair.
Okay.
But
on this fucking chair that we got at a fucking yard sale.
Yeah. Dude, it cost 500 cents.
Wow.
Did it not? That one cost 300 cents.
This one's more comfortable anyway.
It's leather. But fucking, yeah, apparently I be doing shit on here that I don't have, like, the formal education to describe.
Yes.
Like, somebody was like, you know that is technically cruel and unusual punishment. And I was like, yeah, but fuck them. Rapists make great fertilizer. Like, I don't care. Like, I want to do what I want to do.
So is it killing rapists is cruel and unusual punishment?
This was way back when I first started it. Like, my first, 10 or 15 episodes.
Is that because you were talking about putting him in a wood chipper again?
Maybe. I don't know. Like, it was...
That might be cruel and unusual punishment.
It was, 850 episodes ago.
Okay. Yeah, you want to make fun of Scientologists?
Yes, but real quick, John Loco said dual power is when you create a system outside of corporate state power. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm kind of a dual power guy. Like, that's actually the platform I'm running on, folks. You want dual power, vote William for emperor.
And then we can put rapists in a wood chipper.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't really want to chip wood anyway. The machine still exists.
I just don't like your plan about throwing them into the Grand Canyon. Like, I feel like it's just gonna, fuck with the ecosystem.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've done it. Corporations have done enough of that.
Yes.
Yeah. Check the Columbia River.
So wait, no, did you hear the thing about the Scientologist ship?
Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, that's in the web post.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Because it's funny.
Scientology. Goofy as shit.
So if you aren't aware at this point, there is a cruise ship that the Scientology Church owns, and they are currently quarantined due to a measles outbreak. Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, but they're Scientologists, and because it sounds almost like science, that means they're smarter than other religions. And especially, they're smarter because their religion is so young, they know who made it the fuck up. Oh. That's that goofy shit. Like, Scientology and Mormons, I'm like, what the fuck is your deal? You know who made it.
Yes.
Like, there isn't even any mysticism behind it. It was a fucking science fiction book writer and some nigga that was known as a huckster in his neighborhood.
Yeah.
That just wanted to cheat on his wife.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of religions started that way.
Yeah, probably.
Like, obviously.
If we just knew who the first person was, we'd be like, oh, it was that asshole?
Right.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Right. I mean, don't even get me started on how Christianity straight ripped other things. But anyways.
Yes.
Health inspectors have boarded a Scientology cruise ship to investigate a measles case. Health inspectors and the Caribbean island... How do you say this fucking island? Curacao?
Whoa, I don't know that one.
Curacao? I think it's Curacao.
I have the glaucoma, folks. All right. Well, let's take a look on down here. Were you above the image or below it?
Right, just right there. What is that?
All right. So the health inspectors on the Caribbean island of Caraco. Yeah, that's Caraco.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently I do know the name of this island. You know what? Because I lived in Florida and I probably saw it in the news. Yeah.
It's Caraco?
Yep, Caraco. And the island of Caraco boarded a Scientology cruise ship early Saturday to investigate a reported case of measles. A source familiar with the situation told ABC News. Now, Free Winds, which belongs to the Church of Scientology, was quarantined in St. Lucia earlier this here week after it was discovered that someone aboard the ship had measles.
Yes.
What up?
Now I want to play that fucking Daily Show bit.
Was it from John or from that little African feller?
That little African feller. By which you mean Trevor Noah,
What's
I
his
think.
name?
Trevor Noah?
He's not even that ill. His job is to be tall and cute. Like, he's not that dope or knowledgeable.
No, he's not. But they had the funny thing about, like, the Arctic is the new Africa. As Africans, we have ideas for you, you know. And they're like, get vaccinated. Because backed by popular demand, measles.
Oh, wait, I think I saw that on the...
You did, because I showed it to you.
Yeah. On Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, here we are. The Africans tried to tell us.
What? Measles are funny.
Well, I mean...
You trying to tell me measles aren't funny?
Only if you don't have them.
See? There you go. None of us do.
Oh, shit.
Sam Loco said the second C is soft. Corazo. Really? I'm gonna say it the ignorant American way.
Just put it phonetically in the comments, please, because I'm stupid.
Oh, Sam Loco did, but the tablet's not facing you.
Thank you.
And yeah, this suction cut tablet is being held down by 3 bungee cords.
Of course, it's Sam.
Yeah, Sam.
Fucking Europeans just know things.
Yeah.
Fucking people who have the benefit of a good public education.
Why don't you go back to spelling words with an unnecessary letter U in them? Yeah. Because you've colored my comment section. So in Caraco, off of this, so somebody aboard the ship, they done fucked up, right?
Yes.
And it arrived at its port in Willemstad on the Dutch island around 6 a.m. Local time on Saturday, according to the Caraco Ports Authority. This is a quote. Health inspectors are on board and interviewing everybody according to the international rules. Everybody must have proof they are vaccinated. This, of course, is a challenge because on a cruise ship, because of being on a cruise ship, and because the Caraco team was in contact with the ship since the beginning of the week, passengers and crew already had time to prepare to locate those documents via family, etc., the source said. It seems for now that only one case was there from the beginning and did not spread due to good precautions by the ship. So just one person on there has it.
Yeah.
It's not like an outbreak on the ship.
Well, only one person has it, but they can't, like, verify that everybody else is vaccinated yet, so other people might still get it.
Oh,
if they're not vaccinated.
They might be carrying and not showing symptoms yet.
Right.
Like, they might be rocking it right now.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go back to their neighborhood and just weasel their way into shit.
Weasel.
Yeah, little weaselers. You know how it is.
Weasel.
That's what we should call anti-vaxxers now. Call them weasels.
Okay.
Oh, it's childish and it's fun. It rhymes.
Oldest child sent me a meme of Freddie Mercury. You know, remember the infamous Bohemian Rhapsody? Yes.
Oh, Sam is being a goofy person here. But a meme of Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes. Of Freddie Mercury singing, and it said, when you cough on an unvaccinated child, and it said, Mama, I just killed a man.
Oh, that's fucking rude. Yeah, but Sam Loco said, honestly, I know how to say it because there's a liquor named after it.
Oh, I have seen that liquor.
Oh, that's available?
Yeah.
What type is it? Like whiskey?
No, it's like a liqueur, I think.
Oh, those are creamy, right?
Like sweet.
Those are fancy.
Those are like the one you thought you were getting, like the
I thought I was getting the straight up tequila.
Yeah, and then it was like not.
Yeah.
Like that, I do believe.
And I was like, why is this $15?
Sam, is it blue? I think it's blue. Or maybe the label's blue. Something about it is blue in my head.
Yeah, let us know. And also, I don't want to miss these comments. John Loco, can you send me some links? Like, lace me up. Because John Loco said the Black Socialists of America are fighting for a like he said, doing this right now. We're trying to get dual power.
Yeah.
And also
Wait, I do believe they follow me on Twitter.
Okay. And send it to Phoenix Loco so I can see that shit because we live in the same house, so I'll see it. And also the J-K plan and the Jackson Co-op in Mississippi are trying to get this off the ground. If only we could exile them more on boats. Wait, exile? Maybe that's another word.
No, wait, exile who?
Oh, maybe shitty people.
Oh, yeah, like people who don't get vaccinated, we should definitely exile them somewhere so they can be alone together and die of polio.
And Sam
from us.
Yeah. Sam said it's a blue color, but I'm not sure if that's what he means because the letter U is in it.
No, I actually believe that in the bar of the I used to live at a house that had a fucking bar in it. I do believe they had that liqueur there, and it was blue. Yeah. Yeah.
Liqueur.
Yeah.
Creamy, sweet, juicy
Next to
drinks.
the slow gin.
The slow gin?
It's like made with some kind of berry that's like named slow, like SLOE or something. I'm probably not saying that right either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, it's slow. Fuck them.
Sam will correct me if I'm wrong.
And it looks like there's about 300 crew members and passengers on board. The Albert Ellens, the managing director of Maduro Shipping, the Freewinds agent in Caracas.
90 seconds.
Jesus Christ! Shut up, Blog Talk Radio.
Oh my God, that was loud.
Yeah, so apparently the Blog Talk Radio feed is gonna cut, but we're not done yet.
Oh, really? We're not?
No. Oh, Phoenix is done.
Oh.
She is not feeling this shit.
Because I don't know. I don't know what you have in your show notes.
Well, and also we got to get down to the Walmart, or actually maybe Menards or Home Depot has it, but we need a clothesline.
I bet you Menards has it, but like it doesn't matter because Menards
60 seconds.
Oh my God!
basically
Fine.
across the street from the Walmart.
It's so loud.
It is so loud.
Fucking Blog
Oh my
Talk
God.
Radio, shit. And Sam Loco said exile those people, yes. And but yeah, so that
We should make fun of Scientology because it's funny.
It's a story we have it. And what is it? Is Will Smith associated with them folks?
I think they are like loosely affiliated. I know John Travolta is affiliated.
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise is heavily affiliated. Giovanni Ribisi?
And didn't a woman that was with Tom Cruise like escape them niggas?
Yeah, Katie Holmes, because they were married.
Uh-huh.
For a while, yeah. And then there's also Leah Remini, who was deeply affiliated with
10
them.
seconds.
And left. And it was like, now she's just basically like exposing them and shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess they're filing lawsuits against her, I'm guessing?
I don't know if they have, but I know that people are like very displeased that she's talking about them. So yeah, but yeah, fucking Giovanni Ribisi. That was the guy from Boiler Room. Like he's heavy into that shit.
Wait, Boiler Room,
like with the stockbrokers.
the guy that they said was Jewish on that movie.
No, he was like he was the main character.
Oh, the new little baby boy.
Yeah. Like
he was a fucking science man?
Yeah, he's a Scientologist.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
All right. Fucking, what else did you have queued up?
Oh, I didn't have anything. I thought you had more show notes.
Oh, you ain't had nothing?
I had none.
Enos Calida ain't had nothing.
Really? You're just gonna... Oh, I mean, the bubonic plague is back, so there's that.
And also one Philando Casti.
Wow, really? Just go let me say the bubonic plague is back and not even all right.
Yeah. Well, what's so special about this plague?
Other than the fact it creates a horribly grisly death, nothing.
Where is it happening?
Mongolia.
Oh shit! Where them niggas? Wait, is that where them niggas?
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Gee whiz.
Temujin. That was his real fucking name. Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, no. So apparently, like, it's just been a thing there. And because, of course, you know, the Black Plague exists on insects that live on, like, rodents. And apparently some fucking people, for whatever reason, decided to go to Mongolia and go on, like, a hunting tour and killed, like, a wild squirrel and ate it. The Black Plague, and now they're dead, and they left like 5 kids behind, and their plane that they were on has been quarantined, and you know.
You fucking weirdos! I could go hunt a squirrel in my backyard.
But it's different than the marmots.
Oh yeah.
In Siberia, Mongolia, whatever.
The squirrels broke our bird feeder.
Oh, is it like broken?
The Gorilla Glue will do what it's gonna do, but yeah, it's on the fucking ground.
Damn.
Yeah. Cause the squirrels, like, folks, we put a bird feeder up because we're like, oh, it's gonna bring pretty birds, but it also brings these fucking Republican squirrels that just fucking hop on the shit like, yeah, freedom.
Do we have to get like a fucking? Do we have to put it on a pole and do the whole squirrel guard thing?
What's a squirrel guard?
So like, you put a pole in the ground, and then it's like a concave like disc. And then you put the bird feeder above it, and so it's like too tall. The squirrels can't jump on it, but they can't climb the pole because like the disc is in the way.
Huh.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Well, that means I also have to get a post hole digger.
Well, we were gonna put up the clothesline anyway.
Well, fuck the dam. We gotta do shit. Adulthood keeps costing money and effort. Every single weekend, I have to do shit.
Yes.
And so bubonic plague. Wait, so they got it there. Are they from McMurrica?
I don't think it said where they were from, but yeah. But apparently, it's always been like a low key thing in like China, Siberia, Russia. Like it's just kind of always been there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So they just get a little bubonical every once in a while.
Yes. And then of course, they had the fucking anthrax outbreak. So
You gotta have that sometimes. 9/11.
Because climate change is amazing.
Yeah, a little anthrax. You know, send it in the mail. Have a good time.
No. It came from carcasses of like reindeer and shit. Because like they were in fact. Oh my god.
Wait, red-nosed reindeer?
Huh?
Red-nosed reindeer?
Not red-nosed reindeer.
Red nose.
Who was just fucking German alcoholic, really. But no, this thing I keep saying, people are like, oh, you're crazy. But no, with the whole climate change thing is like, as stuff thaws out from the permafrost, it's bringing back like diseases and whatnot. And that's how they had the anthrax outbreak, is because contaminated like reindeer that had anthrax and were like frozen have now thawed in the permafrost and people got sick.
And you predicted that way back on this program.
I did, and people were like, oh, you're crazy. And I'm like, I don't think so.
And I think that's back when you were still a guest.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, hey, this episode we're featuring Phoenix Kalita from Facebook.
Yay.
That was a weird, that was weird, man. Fucking, but yeah, this headline interests me because it's Philando Castile's mom donates $8,000 to settle lunch debt, preventing high school seniors from graduating.
Yeah.
Which, fuck all that shit already.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
School lunch, can't graduate? Go fuck yourself.
I mean, everything is wrong with it. Like, so she got money because her black child was murdered by police and is now donating money from her murdered black child fund into other black children's school funds so they can fucking graduate high school.
And also, she doesn't get to be her. She's just Philando Castile's mom. Jesus Christ. Like, can I get homegirl's name? And Valerie. Like, can you say Valerie Castile? And then, because these big outlets, they can do this, right? Like, let me go ahead and link and open up where we link this from. Mm-hmm. This is because of them we can.
Yeah.
Right? And I've seen this website before.
Yeah.
You know, I know they got a little change in their pocket. They can boost the post. They can ask their friends to share it. Like, they don't have to use Philando Castile's name to get the click.
Right.
You know, like, they still got the click. We linked it from our web post for this.
I mean, also, you know, even if they just used her name, somebody's going to read the article and retweet it or share it on some sort of social media, be like, so Philando Castile's mom, like, it's going to, you know.
Yeah. But, like, fucking give her due. Like, she doesn't have to just be known by her dead son. Yeah. But maybe that by she's a individual human being that wants to do things that are nice and good.
Yes.
You know. Hey, what are you gonna do? You know what? Let's take a look. Phoenix Calita wants to get off the clock.
What?
But I'm being a shitty employer.
Really? Alright, well, while you're doing whatever it is that you're doing...
Nah, buddy. I'm just going to rightwingwatch.org.
Of course you are. So, in the UK, they just passed a new policy that rape victims must give their social media devices to police so that their rape cases are investigated.
Wait, social media devices?
Yeah, so, like, phones, tablets, laptops, if you won't give them... So, like, if you go to police and be like, oh, yeah, I was sexually assaulted, and they're like, give us your phone where we can access your nudes... or whatever, like your sex with your partner, they won't fucking investigate your rape case. So
did you read what's the bullshit reason they claim it's for?
Oh, because rape cases very rarely have physical evidence, and so they need all evidence possible, and they feel that they can pull that from people's like cell phones and tablets and shit.
Take the rapist's phone.
No.
No. Uh-huh.
This is the National Disclosure Improvement Plan. Mm-hmm.
National Disclosure Improvement Plan.
Yes.
Orwell was right.
Yes.
Hey, Candace Owens is not with Turning Point USA anymore.
Really?
And this is from May 2nd. We're a couple days late.
Yeah.
All right, so what's her next job gonna be? So, apparently, and this is an article by Jared Holt. I've seen that name before. Conservative activist Candace Owens has departed from her role at right-wing youth organizing group Turning Point USA as communications director to focus on her gig at Dennis Prager's PragerU and to work on her own spin-off movement and book. As I said, Candace Owens' career is going to last. Like, and I wish I need to fucking like screenshot and print out and keep the post where niggas is saying I'm wrong because I have a thing about I told you so's, especially because like I can have an I told you so and I'm fine with it, but when I first say it and niggas is like, nope, she's just gonna be another flash in the pan. Yeah, and it's like, nigga, I've been following.
She has her grift on.
She's fucking good at this shit, like, and mostly. And she's willing. Well, that's a big thing. What up?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the willing is the thing, because it's easy to be good at that if you're black and doing the conservative grift. It's fucking easy as shit. You just have to be willing to do it.
Yeah, and, like, she does not give a fuck. Like, when I hear her talk, like, it doesn't even sound real to me. Of course, I'm not a conservative, so I'm not just looking for the talking points coming out of a black face.
The problem with Hitler wasn't that he wanted to make Germany great again. It's that he took his plans outside of Germany.
Or, like, I think she was on Joe Rogan's program saying climate change doesn't exist.
Probably.
And he was just like, wait, but there are actual scientists. Like, and even though Joe Rogan is highly irresponsible, he has those moments.
Right.
You know, because remember, Joe Rogan is the real big push for Pizzagate.
Yeah.
Like, Alex Jones has an ideologically quarantined audience.
Oh my God. Speaking of I Told You So's and Alex Jones, so apparently Trump is like now talking about Paul Joseph Watson getting banned from Instagram, and he's like retweeting fucking videos from InfoWars, and people are like, how can this be? And I'm like, I told y'all when he announced one of the first shows he went on was the Alex Jones show.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, so yeah, I'm also pulling up old tweets like, I told you that.
And he was on for a long time. Like, he did like an hour and a half segment. Like, he was on with Jones for a long motherfuck of a time. Like, it was kind of fucking wacky. And
Yeah.
And that was back when I could listen to podcasts all day at work. So I listened to the whole fuck episode.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I have a tweet from like 2016. It's like, am I the only one who thinks Alex Jones is a leading voice of white supremacy right now? You know, and I'm just gonna recycle it until I die, basically. Ugh.
And I'm looking for Sam. Is PragerU an accredited university?
I think that's a disingenuous question. Like, not intentionally disingenuous, but there's different types of like licensing and different types of, you know.
Sam don't know that.
Yeah, I know. Samsung's probably in the UK where they have a fucking universal system. No, but you can have, like, you can be accredited through different, like, agencies and whatever. But, like, this is the thing is, like, you can go, and this is actually why there's a lot of student debt, is because people get into these, like, off-brand schools, basically, and then, like, they do a bunch of coursework, and then they want to transfer to, like, you know, like a traditional state school, like, right? So, like, University of Illinois or whatever state you're in. And then all of a sudden they find out none of their credits transfer over because they have a different, they're accredited in a different way. What?
Val Despino said, no, it's absolutely the fuck not. It's not a physical location. Oh, it's one of
an online school!
God damn. So she has a job at another website, basically. So yeah, Candace
Right.
Owens, she's the digital grift. I'm telling you, she's the fucking new age, man. She's just gonna keep getting jobs at different websites until you can fucking get the Candace Owens said I'm not racist app. And then every time someone calls you racist, you just hit the Candace Owens soundboard and hold your phone up.
I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I just think black people disproportionately commit crimes.
Oh man, I don't think it. I know it.
Right.
Because Candace Owens told me.
Right, and then I pointed out too that fucking Trump was sharing that fucking fake meme about like 81% of white people are killed by black people or whatever the fuck it is.
Wait, Trumpelstiltskin?
Yeah, he shared that like back when.
Wasn't that like during the
Yeah, it was like when he was
McPublican
running.
primary?
Yeah, it was when he was running. Which, you know what, actually I think I have a screenshot because I just shared it again on Twitter because niggas don't listen to me. USA crime statistics 2015. Blacks killed by whites 2%. Blacks killed by police 1%. Whites killed by police 3%. Whites killed by whites 16%. Whites killed by blacks 81%. Blacks killed by blacks 97%. Source: Crime Statistics Bureau, San Francisco. There is no Crime Statistics Bureau of San Francisco.
Holy shit. And adding on to what you said, Val Despino said, Google them, but they don't even teach a class. It's just a website and a YouTube video channel.
Wait, what?
And he also said it's an online school. It's not an online school, it's a propaganda outlet. It's not even a school.
Wait, what? What do they do? They just put out YouTube videos of propaganda? But wait, do they like pretend you can graduate or something?
Umar Johnson needs to get on this, nigga.
Shit.
You don't need a physical location, nigga. If you just put the letter U after the name, it's a school now.
Dude, I literally just clicked it and the first thing that showed up on their own website is not an accredited academic institution and does not offer certifications or diplomas. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. I don't know.
Should we do something like that for our program? Like, the host,
Cellar University.
the hosts actually rarely, if ever, drink wine. And it's funded from Coke money, Valdespino
Of course
said.
it is. Of course it fucking is.
Holy fuck. That is outstanding. Have you ever heard of Scott Lively? Folks,
Oh, and of course on their website, The Candace Owens Show.
Oh, man. So it's fucking right-winger bullshit. But Scott Lively is one of these folks that's down with the, these family first family obsession. Mm-hmm. You know, white Christians that are obsessed with your genitals.
Yeah.
And they had a hand in going down to Uganda with the Kill the Gays bill. And Brian Fisher's hella down with them. And this nigga Scott Lively is going to tell you something about these homosexualizers and their rainbow flag. All right? You want to learn something about the rainbow
this can't
flag?
Possibly end well. All right.
It's gonna start well and end well.
Is it though?
Hell yeah! Come on.
When the wicked rule, the people groan, and that's happened all over the Western world. We have abdicated our responsibility as Christians to be stewards of the society in which we live.
All right, I hope the folks on the Facebook's live, I hope the speaker is reaching you. I have the volume up full, all right? So he's talking about abdicating. He's a very monotoned, gentle bloke.
He is very monotoned.
And we've been usurped by the Marxists. And
They just like saying those words. Usurped, Marxist, socialist, communist.
Yo, did you see the Jordan Peterson thing a couple weeks ago? He's been like whining about this whole like cultural Marxism for years, like that's his whole thing. And then it turned out like a couple weeks ago he's never actually read anything Marx has ever written.
Oh yeah, because he was debating some nigga named Zizek.
Yeah, he's like a white supremacist too.
Really?
Yeah.
So it was a white supremacist on supremacist crime?
Yes.
That is outstanding. I think I may actually watch that because I saved it in one of my YouTube playlists. I think I saved it in Thinking Talkers. But okay, because I've seen this name Zach, but I never knew anything about this cat. So this nigga's also so he's just like Jordan Peterson, but a different
different flavor, like whatever.
Same Skittles
like,
bag.
Oh, the Methodists and Baptists are debating each other. Like okay.
Or that show Dairy Girls when she realized that it's the same damn religion. Watch, folks, if you have a Netflix account or access to one, watch this show called Dairy Girls. It's funky fresh.
Yeah, Britain, exactly. So Britain's like, so PragerU is not a university, just like Phoenix Cleat is not a real doctor? Yeah.
Phoenix Cleat is a real doctor. Oh, and I have this in front of you now. I think when we broadcast, I want to have this tablet in front of you.
Okay.
So that you have more of an eye on just in case people are calling in.
All right.
Valdespino said Zizek is harder to pin down on white supremacy thing, but neither of them even got into what communism is. Said, I mean, Peterson tried because he read Spark Notes on the manifesto.
Well, I mean, I think that's a propaganda thing, though, right? It's like much easier to villainize communism and socialism if nobody actually knows what the fuck they are, right? It's just like some random bad thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's words that are already bad in the national colloquialism.
Right.
All right. So Scott Lively, he's going to tell you about this here rainbow flag.
I mean,
they're now ruling over us with jackboots and pushing the.
You didn't know that, did you?
The gays are really what in the gay agenda is happening?
Jackbooted gays.
All right.
That's always happening.
Seems wildly unfashionable for the gay community, but okay.
Nah, the Bears do it. It's the Bears.
The Bears.
It's the Bear community. They got the jackboot unity. Yeah, that's how it goes, man.
You need to stop.
You need to stop. You need to mix up pots and then stop.
Really?
Yeah.
What in the Dr. Seuss are you doing?
Their anti-biblical agenda just as fast as they possibly can, and the church is shrinking from the battle. What's left of the conservative church is mostly
when they say the church, I'm like, but which church is that?
He said the conservative church.
Which church is that?
It's the conservative one.
The evangelical one, or
the one with measles. Whichever one has that is the most conservative.
Oh, well, there's a bunch of them that have measles.
All right, then it's a chain. Okay.
It's a chain of churches.
Yeah.
It's a church chain.
I'm gonna put y'all back in chains.
Church chain gang.
Church chain gang. And taking a look at the archive chat space, Jan Loco left us a link, a BuzzFeed News link, about Joseph Bernstein on Prager University. So we got some learning to do there. And Valdespino said Peterson tried, I think I missed something. Cultural Marxism is the anti-Semitic trope. When white people hear it, they know what it means. Just not like when they hear Alice Jones say, there are the Bilderberg meetings.
Right?
Right? All they really hear at the end is Berg, and they're like, oh, that's
Jews.
bad.
Right,
yeah. Berg, oh man, there's Jews afoot. Find them. Find them before they influence the coloreds.
Inside the church buildings and the so-called mainstream denominations, including Anglicanism, is
Anglicanism.
All right, let's go with that.
It is the practice of being Anglican.
Yes.
Do we know of any Anglicanists?
Alex Jones.
Isn't, you know what? Yeah. Damn, the Keebler elf looking motherfucker. There's
Jeff Sessions?
Yes.
Jefferson Beauregard Sessions the Third.
You have to say the whole name.
You really do.
It's
like his name is context. You're like, how? I don't know. Someone named Jeff Sessions. How bad can he be? Oh, no. His name is Jefferson Beauregard Sessions the Third. Holy shit! He wants to bring back slavery, doesn't he?
Yeah. Bring back shit. He has a whole underground tunnel. He's got a slave chain. He's just waiting. He waiting for y'all to bring it back.
Is in full retreat or has been conquered by the.
All right. So, the Anglicans that practice Anglicanism and the conservative church are in full retreat.
Yeah.
From jack-booted homosextables.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now let's see what kind of tune these homo saxophones are playing on the white man.
The LGBT lobby. And you see that wherever they fly the rainbow flag over churches, it's actually a sign of conquest.
Bam!
What?
You didn't know that, did you? That's
you can just get on the internet and say anything.
It means they won. It means that the jack-booted lesbians...
Yes. I could see lesbians wearing jackboots, yeah.
That's right. They showed up. They put their foot on the Christian white man's neck and then stuck a flag up his nose and jammed it into the ground with his body still there to wither and rot.
I'm okay
That's
with
what
that.
happened.
I'm okay with that.
Why are you okay
I'm
with
okay
that?
with that entire scenario.
Why are you in favor of jack-booted lesbians
Because I'm bisexual.
that came from Caraco to hurt the...
And like any conquering nation or
Nation?
people,
Nigga, we are our own nation now? Damn, we
wait.
lit!
What's the name of that website? LGBTQ Nation. Okay, hiding in plain sight.
Woo!
We always knew it.
Alright, the gay agenda taking over for the 2019
And beyond.
and beyond.
Now you want to plant your flag yet? Your flag yet? Let's take a look here. Damn, niggas in the chat room be knowing stuff about things. Right? Like Sam just said, the Anglican Church in the U.S. is a spin-off of the Church of England, which is fairly liberal, has women ministers, and fairly gay-friendly, etc. The U.S. version, not so much, apparently.
No. They're evangelicals. Ideologically speaking.
first thing they do is they run their flag up the flagpole to designate that they now own that territory. And the devil now owns the territory that Christians used to hold, even inside church buildings.
See? That's right.
Fine, whatever. Devil's lit, nigga.
That's what you get for letting lesbians from Caraco shove flagpoles up the Anglican white man's nose.
Okay, but are their jackboots blue?
No, they're black like the niggers they associate with. All right, we should get off the clock. It's 10. I'm going to eat another burger and drink another beer.
Yes.
And get ready to go get a clothesline.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to put up till next weekend. Like, you got to space out your weekend shit. Self-care, fuckers.
Self-care, fuckers. All right, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I get to get back on the swap website and post about dead sex workers. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
damn, there goes your self-care.
Yeah, right? Nigga, I'm still like, I have been dragging, like, procrastinating doing it, like, and just doing a little bit of time because I'm not gonna lie, the first story laid me out, right? It's like, yeah, you know, it's talking about, like, sex workers and all the typical things that you associate with that, but the first fucking story was about a sex worker who was, just made into who was a fucking, just a body, but no head, no feet, no hands, so couldn't be identified for like 10 years. And I was like, really? This is the first fucking story that I get? Really? This one?
All right.
Yeah.
And the battery is dying on the camera we're using for the Facebooks Live.
Yes.
And so just looking toward the end here, Val Despino said, great tidbit from David Cohn on his treatise with Martin Luther King that describes U.S. Protestantism as a church of continuity, while the black church is often one of liberation. And Jan Loco, in closing, by the way, your library is fantastic. Great 24/7 offerings, media checkout machines, cool classes, and events.
Yes.
Wow.
Our library is actually fucking amazing.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Now, can you hit close there and finish on the Facebooks Live?
Okay, close.
And finish, and then you have to hit
Finish.
post. And then the post button comes up, post. All right, folks, so Facebooks Live is done. YouTube, you got to get the frack addict. Jesus Christ, 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's an old school wine cellar.
I was like, oh, let's keep talking.